The process of getting there, I was in acting school for 10 years. But the process of getting there was doing your research. I mean, I feel like I just did my job. I gave myself over to everything that I know about Ma Rainey. Because in acting, you have to honor the human being that you're playing. You can't transform them into some version of a person that makes you feel comfortable. So I went to Anne Roth in terms of her size, but I specifically wanted her body to look a certain way. And I knew she was over 250 pounds. She had a mouthful of gold teeth. She was always looked like she was dripping with sweat. And her makeup in the tent, when she did the tent shows, looked like grease paint that was melting off of her face. And always was like a little bit lighter than what she was. And her horse hair, wigs. And then after that, I just relied on what August wrote. And he wrote a woman who absolutely, from beginning to end, understood her worth. It was just there. She wasn't fighting for it. She was reminding you of it. And with each thing that I did, even with Dusty May and Sylvester, with Sylvester, I really wanted to show the maternal part of her, the Ma part of her. And with the band members, I wanted to show the boss part of her. Well, Ma is the band is hers. It's like I say who says, I say what goes and what doesn't go. And I feel like that really encapsulates the relationship she has with them, and an underlying, of course, respect, especially with Cutler. She's known him the longest. Now with Levy is way more of a threat. Levy, by the time you meet Ma Rainey, she's probably towards the end of her career. It's like Carrie Fisher says, is all fame is obscurity waiting to happen. And so she's about to be put into his obscurity. Bessie Smith, the newer singers are coming in. And here you have Levy, who represents all of that and who's trying to steal my woman. So I see him as an absolute threat. And I think what Levy is, as rebellious as he is, I would think I see him as more ambitious, but someone who doesn't know how to reconcile the past, doesn't know how to reconcile that trauma of his father being lynched, his mom's rape, and is too immature to even understand how to reconcile that until it just envelops him. And Ma does not like Levy. Ma never did. I think she recognizes his talent, but I think it pales in comparison to me knowing that he is a hothead and a threat. Yeah, but we always feel that. We were all Black. We always feel that. It's not that, yeah, it's like we talk about it, but we always talk about it. Um, I think that that discussion, in terms of that aspect of it, is more of a discussion of the people who are observing it. But it's no surprise to us. It's the reason why August Wilson wrote the Century Cycle of Plays. So you could see how the outside culture was dictating the relationships and the people involved. And this is 1927. This is a turn of the 21st century, the height of lynchings, the height of Jim Crow. Black people did not have copyright laws. We couldn't, copyright our own material. So it was just an extension of what was happening in 1927 and who we are. But it came to no surprise to us. It's like this Brian Stevenson. He's a civil rights activist, lawyer. here in America. And one of the things he says is racism hasn't ended, it's just evolved. It's evolved and morphed into something else, you know. But certainly what you see in Ma Rainey is a bunch of people fighting for their value.